mo fan chame lawyer ne virgin. Said they are time na Kenya me the bema. Yeah, nti lawyer you be far from the top. IMF exits and matters are rising. Free
over from legal nanka.
Lawyer, baby, I person for free beer. Don't worry, no worries.
Especially with issues on free speech.
And no, Holland now come be here. Ninya never catch a pick from where.
Okay.
I think say.
Okay. Louis Michel,
sure. Yeah, no peja unini mu kakra ma na.
Yeah. Say me ba ha che.
Sure.
Ni nyina ya adwuma na ja ba enden. Louis, issues on free speech. Hard drink. Na de bia me ka say history must guide us.
Yeah. Yeah, now what my mic na back crimes. Yeah, I think so.
And then no lawyer one ko jibe.
History must always guide us. On say makase senia ye chichire oman ne kom. On secuse Abronye friend secuse.
Yeah.
Try ho sa na ye pese eye. Esan say Nia Louis ye no. Me ba makantam say me so the same thing. Also kwa nia de ye me may the same thing.
So
we keep on repeating.
And
that is not how we build a nation. Sure. And fitamwa sa by force ye try say ye be criminalize free speech. One way or the other no, started say no. I've always said say it is an affront to the 1992 Constitution. Omo estina se share Constitution ni hu say si amfa a whole and dedicate a whole chapter for fundamental human rights at the assembly. Isan say state na obehwe oman no so no obekura tumi bi. Na sa tumi no amanfo na nya freedom and criticize yomo any send yomo niema they will corrupt. But what I say,
yeah.
And that is why we had certain principles in constitutional law, i.e., separation of powers, checks and balances. Senebeya, obia ebetimi aye nedwuma na nso another person benya oversight responsibility kakra. O jai nipa se onya ade a obeye ne ope. Louis, it is not for nothing anna yenya a whole chapter dedicated for fundamental human rights. Having said that, and also say the citizens must also take the law into their hands and do certain things. Look, me personally, me fit advocate for say and I'm ready to regulate social media usage and but me tena say as a lawyer, let me be some say but those laws are already there. You bet me I enforce it in a way of the Cyber Security Act. Because near social media nyina ne nyankrofo di atem wo ho ne nasefo nyina cyberbullying. Louis says cyberbullying. And if anybody want to enforce it under the Cyber Security Act, the person can do that. And that one too has criminal aspect and criminal prosecution in there. But you see, some criticize obi edwuma oye as a public servant is different from some criticizing a personality. People should get it, the difference. Louis Sabio mani susumina so. Samika say Louis extra CV edwuma na oye ndi ohunu so. Me nim baby okọ ni journalism school. Louis edwuma oye as a journalist na make complain.
Yeah.
It is different from Samika say Louis to we nanimu nya fe oya boa. Konfo. That is very personal. That's a make personal. Now Louis me criticize wa ha we yankran edwuma so you can be criticized. Some criticize wa na but where you are working for the state and the public, the citizens must be free to criticize you. You see, when a judge is given a ruling and refers to statements made by India Amin and say, in the light of it, obey your pay, I'm a ruling be your pay. Why can't I be also free to criticize that judge in the same manner?
Okay, there's a Okasafa sign the comments.
Ebeba.
Okay.
Louis Bajot in America say, look, because say history must always guide us. I mean politics of equalization. In person can refer to near maybe cry, but if you don't also refer, people may see it as if say ene ya na sadie we ABC. But niama NDC government ne President Mahama o manye like ni say the internet never forgets no. O masui na eye adwuma pa. Okay, Sam George.
Yeah.
Well, for chini videos by ya man we respond here. The videos say by crowd and to kill no crowd and one and man here popular na say. Go and watch President Mahama himself in 2024. Ofre a sitting Chief Justice as a women organizer of the MPP. There are videos out there. Go and watch current majority leader Mahama Yarega. I say Supreme Court judges are now knowledgeable. In fact, when the host was even drawing his attention, said, he fled up and was defending his statement.
Yeah.
So he means what he's saying. Now, that statement no make anything. Say the reason you say Supreme Court judges na for principle be in Baker versus Carr, U.S. Supreme Court case. And until knowledgeable. Louis, for Chief Justice Tokuno, former. Na kona kwashe commentary a NDC ni aprachikis ni omunkro for year about the woman,
Including President Mahama.
including the president himself,
Unanimous FC,
including the Speaker of Parliament, who wanted to say the judiciary did not have any business to do with Parliament, forgetting that the Constitution has said that they had, when it comes to political question, the principle was that they can always do that when there is an affront on the Constitution. But our Parliament, who are the Constitution, then the political question will come. They have no business coming there. Louis, go and check who started touting the Supreme Court, the apex court of this country, as unanimous FC. And then after do baby cry Supreme Court ruling be about Ghana for adwin nyina say they don't even listen to the details. They only see it as na see a candidate say omo etu ho nyina MPP. Louis, obi bia ni ho and I know me who social media comparison be no mo ye. Amako find this omo say no ye organizer o say den in same be okan ye no mo dey atoto Abronye de ho na me say look one kasa na oto na yes analysis yi sansem miunu ya wo compare no there he na ye possible of course in a public mayhem. What did Abronye say? I say papa no te ho no adwuma no ye no hu ni say enye judge adwuma no wo ye o na emo hu ni say or ye the business of the ruling party any government no or a politician ana wakotam judges atade ni nasefo ahye no de ye adwuma no. That is how he sees the judge. Look, obi gu hu fia emre mu no defamation anamebwa.
Yeah.
It's a civil action. Because there is a thin line between defamatory comments and falsehood. You see, who even defines what is true or false? Who defines it? Other than that, every comment is possible of you being arrested. Other than that, because the moment Mecca say, oh, President Mahama Kojina baby cracker say, CJ be able to say women organizer of the MPP. Wait, my me say a false statement and tessa. But I may prove myself by giving you video evidence to tell you that, well, he said it. And then tessa.
Sure.
So at what point can you say, Obini statement a false publication? Now it is possible of causing a public mayhem. If I say that the judge is behaving like a politician, Louis, public mayhem near Tien.
Lawyer, I mean, Busao.
And I say, Abronye to be bad. I've been Abronye to be. I'm not don't be a DHD.
Meanwhile, we saw Basintele and the rest with cutlasses.
Motorbike,
the K5K men or whatever with cutlasses.
Yeah.
What is he at you?
We had
NDC people, Louis, calling a certain president a murderer by killing his own wife.
I believe so. I think so. I'm similar one. It come find a way of remedying that case.
That's a serious allegation.
Yeah.
Serious allegation.
He was one to withdraw. He didn't withdraw. And then I think say a year or so, he also lost his wife or something like that.
Good.
Yeah. It's the question I'm person because I said Abronye case we know. Is it a new case entirely? Because I'm thinking say, okay, what defaming a certain judge based on the same case pending. Wouldn't have been best cited for contempt.
Okay, so this is it. In law, the judge that he spoke about is a circuit court judge, which is a lower court. And he does not have jurisdiction, say, or best cite Abronye for contempt. Or citing at a higher court.
Okay.
But like you have rightly said, nobody is stopping him from doing that. And then then you have the NDC referring you to Muntie 3 and say that but that was an apex court.
Yeah.
They had the jurisdiction to hold them before them.
Yeah.
So what is the comparison for? Maybe what can say? Look,
I'm beginning to understand this. Why friend say leader made those things.
Yes, never leader.
The one person be called the contempt route.
No,
different judge.
Yes.
So you have to find means of bringing him to the same judge.
But the principles of natural justice.
Yeah.
Nemo Judas in Cosasua. A Latin Martin. You cannot be a judge in your own case.
Okay. And repetitive my.
Nemo Judas in Cosasua.
So I'm going to tell you.
Minia. Sabe didi Louis atemwa. Ni asade maba Louis say Louis nsam mu amasem. Ade na person ka Louis onyame. What be that? Na busa won say adenti na sa circuit court 9 no. Ohon na de bia political opponent ye de omo asem ko. And ever since ye de omo asem ko hobia so ye de ko hobia so it goes against them. So if somebody comes to the logical conclusion say judge we court we dey as ye use for political business ne wrong ne ye de he. Ne boni a wa ye ne ye de he. Louis, the bunny why any idea? Look, and no, I'm will be discussing, and probably I'll take it upon myself too. Maybe say my name is seniors be discussing. I may have to file a motion before the Supreme Court for interpretation of Section 96(5)(c) of Act 30, the Criminal and Other Offences Procedure at Cooper.
Okay.
And then 19(2)(c) of the Constitution.
Okay.
So she ruling na judge ne de ma Abronye case na reason ti I was or detaining Abronye for 2 weeks now. One of the reasons when you come to grant of bail under Section 96 now, say you be grant bail court no niam bi a court no hwe so or the grant bail no. Over Section 96(5)(c) now.
Let me guess.
Or say a court shall refuse to grant bail if it is satisfied that the defendant, may commit a further offense.
I wanted to guess that part. I don't know the clause, but I wanted to guess.
Number one. But that's what started. Number one, judge no wadwena mano. Emra we no. Enya judge any fault because emra no refer to it. Yeah. It means that this particular section of Act 30 a judge no opportunity to prejudice. Because depending on and what conclude so betimi so it's prejudicial. Prejudicial. What prejudice it? Number two, what do you mean by to commit further crime when the person has not stood trial for them to prove him guilty?
I get your point. That's in the eyes of the judge, what the
committee catch and say this into ye no besa say this but before you,
which is against a friend
say
innocent until proven.
Presumption of innocence. Because the Constitution, which is supreme and apex, okay, the supreme law of the country, that if any other law is found to be inconsistent, that other law rather shall be deemed to be void. Says that at any point in time, under fair trial and Article 19, there is that presumption of innocence. Say, at boni you accuse person via bo anymore. When he say boni no onye, kosi say you be buano kumfu na you be buane for. And that's one kasa beji atu one kasa me differ.
I'm getting your point.
Ain't ya afraid dia wo sa be ka kire me say me susu say me ja wa be di boni a boni ben na aka wa say
boni no we dey
awie in your mind
obejina wo ni ma do be ka bia
awie no in your mind we di boni no nti wo ja na obesa sa ko di sa boni ni biem.
So I'm already guilty no matter what I say in your court.
And listen, the judge didn't say that so that we will even start trial. I say oba the next time they should finish everything. Then we trial ni nyina na yen convicting sentence. Just yen we the next time.
How?
Who does that? Is it the first time we are encountering criminal proceedings in this country? Who does that? What is the purpose? Look, if you do that, you are making nonsense out of Article 19(2)(c). What is the purpose for bail application? Number one, that accused person will always be willing and available to stand trial.
Yeah.
Obeba, He will make himself available. So, Mr. And couldn't he have granted bail to Abronye and said that your passport and everything will be detained so that you can't go anywhere?
I think Abronye was already on bail and he never missed court.
Never. Even police station report.
He never missed any of
so
them.
He has behave well in the eyes of the law. Look, say you started yes, that question you say the next time MPP benya kwenya ba must they also follow the same route?
And
it says everybody no be follow the same route. Nobody say I've seen commentary from the NDC faithfuls and their communicators saying all sort of things. Sometimes they say that and don't just say even the Attorney General himself has said it in his interview today. Say and I will feel cry be foul. Yeah, ka boni di anka mu di boni chi obi a. Kwasi kan Kevin Taylor sem. Na nsem mu on start di ye nana kufu atem. Ye be ka che no mu say money Kevin Taylor nkasa because oya adwuma mamu indirectly. Whether you like it or not, indirectly, that is how it is seen. And he himself has admitted say ono ye adwuma ma NDC ba power. Therefore, when he speaks, it carries volume. And it is an okay. It's yaka. When ya deputy say general secretary say deputy organizer of NDC may press conference and can say Kevin Taylor on patch or when empatch or na NDC so man empatch order. Didn't we? And this person,
which general secretary?
Don't worry, you have your 10.
This person is the same person who comes to this country and is gotten military escort.
It was alleged say the president's crampon na.
Exactly. Na me nua bisa ho say mpanyifo wo krom ha. Etitiri o enye enkwala o. Etitiri ben e wo krom ha no mo a. Kevin Taylor ndi o matem.
President Muhammad na mu kro timi di na te.
Fantastic. In fact, dan say nkra manfo of Lisa or your shadow president because ono ka say ye be ma ya pamu obi a. This gentleman DSP what's the name? The one and no Maria, Black Maria commander.
Yes.
What's the name? That guy.
Maria Fibra.
Okay, say be ma ya pamu no. On pass so ade achi ya bia ya pamu no ya gini pu se fini nsem.
Jali. Yes, Jali.
Fantastic. Yeah. Nti no ono obeka bia no aban ne ye dia then he seemed to be a shadow director. Uber company acting anymore.
So the go for
Look,
this is
we are talking about the fact that Honorable Afenyomakin has said certain things and it is unethical, it is blah blah blah. Well, of course, if you look at ethical, say senya kasa ni tie ni mu odu ni tie ni dia, you say ethical ni hwan. Na sebi we ni first time obi kasa sana.
Me pesa me tia sembiase se me note wana me ka se sabio lawyer Tenkorang ade a waye ntino bibio no ha ebu me wo mini buo bia ma.
It's respect not reciprocal.
Yes.
Do you know said this judge we are talking about, I'm told can even fight accused persons counsel. Say you in your bid to try to defend your nipano, you are able, sometimes you are being heckled. Now look, oh heckle me court na me so me ba bontin a say na me so me pen na mo so now Afenyomakin Honorable is saying that tio wa attack judge no or say senior oye ne niam afa ni nti no emma ono so onya buo manida. That is his personal opinion. And trust me, that statement is not an attack on the judiciary. It's an attack or it is a criticism on the specific judge. Nobody is attacking the judiciary. That energy now almost tried to extend that statement to mean a disrespect to the entire judiciary. He even went ahead and said that he is calling on the Chief Justice to call the judge to another. Who is the head of the judiciary?
Now, what is more an attack? So over 5 hosts, entire Supreme Court judges, name them unanimous FC.
Call them
than to single out.
Knowledgeable. Chief Justice ni ye.
President Mahama hwe kamera mu ka kire. Eno hwe Kofi Adoma na hwa na interview no. No buza no se krono koso. Na nipa no yes na se President Kofi Adoma de krono de be odu de krono. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh mokra say Then what
Yeah, it was
was
Gabi.
Gabi and
Ebo-
for President Mahama to use that word. So
Yeah,
amano.
yeah.
I was shocked.
Yeah. Say no nti na ma obi busa say nti say na ye de odi Ibrahim Mahama so ye niema no. Ono so wia.
Wiamano. Simple.
That's the question.
It's inference.
You see?
It makes perfect
Me
sense.
say politics of equalization.
Oh.
One here in Chada Louis. But the truth of the matter is, to me, the NDC does not have birthright to criticisms and birthright to insult. Omuni. And you kwa ni ebo adapa twama omu. Ente sukoko obi anum ba ye nyina ye jaiti fita. Omo so nye memma nti obi a okrom ha da. Enya nokore. Louis, omo nye memma nti obi a okrom ha.
Omo na opposite.
Say omo no timi di obi atem a, obi di obi atem a, they shouldn't come and cry out there and now make it look like nipa ni ye nipa boni no nye gentleman na mo ye gentleman. Ana mo di atem no. It is only that you have the power to use the state forces against that person. But it doesn't make you a man more than that person.
Well, you have a point there.
Mepacho, yeah, penkrofo akwamu be criticize honorable Afenya Makina. It should be the independent groups, the civil society groups, and those rest, those people, not anybody from the NDC. Yeah, penkrofo be criticize Afenya Makina, not anybody from the NDC. Because yeah, pe party ya ye di atemwom, party ono ankasa timi jitu ne ho so say, yan the epitome of violence, and we were brought out of violence.
Revolution.
And so don't joke with us. Oh, the violence, but yet we will show you that we have the upper hand. And you will have to advise somebody that the person is what? Attacking a
Civil
judge.
society, no, Mudi Empire, never, say, the
Say what government WhatsApp platform, so according to Mami, now see on call join news.
Yeah.
But me who says so now government WhatsApp platform. It is say civil society, no. You know which one is neutral and which one is independent. Yeah, na no say to two. Eboni diana. Mama me mu na ma say bu me mu ase. O say mre.
Yenin kaso. Yeah. Kasa mood.
Me de omo pa. Obi a wo a wo so wo tumi ene no. O pa fa ye ne obeye nyina na ka kire ho say in the next 100 years ansakra na be free power. 100 years beba. Hey Louis, wa kwaji list da. So oji list ni e ma 99 years na 50 years na se na ye wa pa. Ba woni we ba woni say 2026 you be the 50 years aso. Ama okọ for renewal. Unim za. Eti odi opa ka kire ho say enemu na mu otumi nti mu pa in the next 50 years ansa na mu be jai tumi. But in the next 50 years mumma and monananom, they will come and meet exactly what you are doing. People are joking with certain things. Omo candidate agro, but it will happen. Obi say, hey, MPP ba power pa dia ni ya Abronye yeko boss dia. Ebe ejo. Nanki ya ye Morisampa obi na boss na asomo de kadi agro. But it tells you that there will be revenge. It tells you that people will not forget, and the internet doesn't forget. And niema na ekoso no, people are recording it down. One recording could be the beba. One recording crowd will be the beba. And for me, I think what is going on at time, Louis, the way we are trying to criminalize free speech. When him say ne omo radio so obi ti radio so kra no kasa otimi kasa say, hey, mami kama no ntumo ni ameche me. Are we back to the military regime?
Yeah.
A civil democratic institution, a civil democratic country like Ghana. Na American president could be in Pabwato born. Orefi.
Ken Charles omo goshia.
Yeah.
Obinka say, "Sanya mo hu niema no entwaso." But I'm saying that once you are a leader and you are in a leadership position, you must take criticism. Ya betra no adapo mu try wo comment ni mu no. Ebini. Because unkana party asemu ma no, unkana dwene. Ya betra ha adapa omu twa no, enye ebini. Obi kasa tientiamu kanebo so asem about judge yasemi bonu kra no section 96.5c no kra ye kan onim ne ye wo 192c onim adekode ye kan ba wo defend it onti ase but wo defend it ana o ma wo so ombre ne ho ase so na watua into no odi watem. But how do we do this, Louis? Say ebeba say obi antibi nkasa wo man nim ye pe onipa ya vilify no leader ya vilify no krom ha minim so ye kufu adu bi beba.
And President Mama was worse.
No. Are you sure?
Yeah, in 2016 MPP did a lot to.
But see personality, yeah, attacking the personality.
Yeah.
President ya didn't to cook. Ya didn't to cook tietian. Ya friend na kufu adu. And no, only money this I cook to.
Because in terms of
Rawlings.
ridicule, I'll tell you, say President Akufo-Addo.
Akufo-Addo.
I'm saying Mahama so enyane.
No, Mahama one
Omubienu.
issue no
Yes.
was to do with Dumso era no.
And then when he
Then-
himself said so you drive through,
Dead
that's
goods.
when
And
those
then
things
Warren
started.
Amana Kado pay.
Meba. About a group president ho pa. I want to believe say it started in earnest after males exited the scene. But na males were none no from na yare nti no.
No, it started with
Then na
males.
I say
Komene
Komene.
and
Oh,
all
yeah,
that.
Those ones there.
But the bar president Mahama no. My friend. MPP didn't
Hey.
spend President Mahama.
No, I was
I get it. But
Is there
I was
any
like-
time that Meba,
Yes.
is there any time that an MPP member openly called the then sitting president Mahama useless?
never.
Now so some George videos.
Oh no, some of them I can't.
And see who catch him say who catch him say Akufo-Addo was not vilified than who? Say sitting president you catch say or you useless.
I just
Now you catch us say hey say where they are no you are even charitable.
I was only chipping in. What they team here. President Mahama became president before Akufo-Addo.
Mhm.
You know that. Akufo-Addo ankasa nothing in no system because he had been a known flag bearer of the party since 2008.
Mm.
It is 2008 no, and this body didn't spare him. But
Mm.
now and yet to that extent, if I don't can SMP or drug dealer or arrogant or what dear,
But the late Rollins just told him by his height. Which,
that was it. And no, a nyebu nyateni dear. But a bass ye di attempt di nipa baby will free the nipa by or ye in attempt. Maybe testimony dear. I will tell you say because Akufo-Addo was a candidate. But in 2016, in 2012, 2014, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, President Mahama was the president.
Now
And I
Akufo-Addo
was-
after 2016 to 2024 no then.
I think you know when you remix your gene from 280 banana na yepia ya de begu.
Akwesi,
But Akufo-Addo
I
suffered a lot of insult before he became
point you are
president.
missing is say you won't be on say Bahama one was not, I mean,
Without
in a way,
insult.
without insult.
Yeah.
Far from that,
There was insult.
there was
Akufo-Addo any deeper
definitely
sin.
there was, especially
Easy, oh.
on one or trans dead goat and all that. You know, it's at some point Mahama Kraka Cheku for time of say you can't hang this dog. You know, Mahama came out and said no, man, use those insinuations. Because that's what I say. And nobody can sit here and say Mahama one was without insult.
Thank you.
But Akufo-Addo's era
Magnitude,
must be
no.
magnitude and then
Alright?
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
let
Indeed,
me end
I
it.
think say lawyer
Say if Nanado had behaved the way it is going on now, trust me, nobody is saying say one or two people were not, arrested or questioned for some of the utterances they made and all those things. But my point is that thin line between free speech, okay, and criminalizing free speech. A too thin, a kitwe bit. Now one who ni manage ube buesi
Yeah.
criminal path and so.
Yeah.
And everybody will be a candidate for
jail.
arrest.
Mm.
And a banisa, a who be ni penny more. They will only keep quiet. But you see, the people may keep quiet today, but their silence will be more powerful and be heard during election.
yes, yeah. That's Alfred say how complicated Ghana